No Time to Die has been, with little doubt, one of the most plagued and unfortunate movies in the James Bond franchise. From the injury of its star Daniel Craig, which shut down production, to what have some claimed to have been a script written by committee, the film has had no shortage of problems. Now with the global pandemic still raging, the film's release date has been delayed yet again. This time from November of 2020 to April of 2021. With the few plot details leaking out, seemingly comes the confirmation of a significant story development, one that was first detailed back in April. A plot detail which may throw a wrench into the future of the James Bond franchise. And with one of the film's stars and the Access Media doubling down, taking a page directly out of the Ghostbusters 2016 playbook, it seems that James Bond's greatest enemy may not be Blofeld, but identity politics. In this video, we will go through what we know so far, then we will examine the plot details that have been seemingly confirmed, and what they could mean for Britain's greatest secret agent. The upcoming James Bond film No Time to Die has been embroiled in more than its share of controversy and misfortune. Producer Barbara Broccoli had initially tapped Trainspotting and Slumdog Millionaire director Danny Boyle to co-write the film along with his writing partner John Hodge and direct the latest Bond film. However, after a few months of working on the film, Boyle decided to quit, citing that there were creative differences. What little we know about the film was that it had, as its main villain, a Russian. It was also said to be far too madcap and deal with Me Too and the Time's Up era. It was far too topical for a Bond movie. Director Cary Fukunaga was then brought in, as the first American to direct a Bond movie. As production got underway, the script was said, by several sources, to be written and rewritten on the fly, with the Daily Mail's Baz Babingboye claiming that sources inside the production called it a well-polished shit show. In February of 2019, Fleabag and Killing Eve writer-creator Phoebe Waller-Bridge was brought in, at the request of star Daniel Craig, to punch up the script. However, as one source claims, Waller-Bridge's contributions to the script may be more extensive than first thought, as a source claims that Waller-Bridge is writing a rewrite of a rewrite. As if that weren't enough, on May 13, 2019, star Daniel Craig injured himself on set while running and was flown to Miami for x-rays and rehab, suspending filming for 2 weeks. All the while, rumors began to surface about not only the fate of 007, but who would take up the mantle in his absence. Hollywood is no stranger to gender swapping and flipping roles. However, in the case of James Bond, the film is treated by its fans, and by the greater British public, as an institution. With rumors swirling around who was going to play the next James Bond, series producer Barbara Broccoli, daughter of the legendary producer the late Albert R. Broccoli, said back in January of 2020 in an interview with Variety that James Bond was always to be a man. He can be of any color, but he is male. I believe we should be creating new characters for women, strong female characters. I'm not particularly interested in taking a male character and having a woman play it. I think women are far more interesting than that. Note that while she said Bond would always be a man, that she was open to creating new female characters. On April 15, 2019, Midnight's Edge published a video detailing that in a plot twist, with Bond living in domestic tranquility in Jamaica and being called back into action, a quote-unquote new 007 was going to be introduced, walking into M's office in what was described as a popcorn-dropping moment that would carry the franchise forward. For months, there came little to no other information about the validity of these rumors. Then on November 4th, the proverbial other shoe dropped. Actress Lashana Lynch confirmed what Midnight's Edge first conveyed nearly 18 months earlier, that the new 007 would indeed be a woman, and will be played by Lashana Lynch herself. In a further video published by Midnight's Edge on July 13, 2020, other plot details were conveyed. That Bond would be a father, and Lynch's character, Nomi, and Léa Seydoux' character would be protecting a young child named Matilda. Furthermore, in a video published by Midnight's Edge on March 5, 2020, a rumor made its way to Midnight's Edge from sources claiming to be close to Denjak, the company that deals with the James Bond copyrights, that certain plot points had tested poorly and were being reshot just before the global lockdown. Though the idea of a female 007 may be an apotheosis to many Bond fans, it may have been something in the works for quite some time. As previously reported, a Bond spin-off film featuring Halle Berry's character Jinx from Die Another Day had been in the works since the mid-2000s. plans fell apart after the budget had ballooned to over $80 million and MGM got cold feet. It would seem, however, that Barbara Broccoli has yet to give up on the idea of a female secret agent. The film The Rhythm Section, directed by Reed Morano of The Handmaid's Tale, released in early 2020 and based on the Mark Brunell novel of the same name, featured a female spy named Stephanie Patrick, played by actress Blake Lively. It was one of the first espionage thrillers that Broccoli, along with her stepbrother Michael Wilson, have produced that was not part of the James Bond franchise. The film received mediocre to poor reviews and was a box office failure. Against a budget of $50 million, it grossed a paltry $6 million. Though the film's ending left the door open for one, it is unlikely to get a sequel. Undeterred by the failure of The Rhythm Section, Barbara Broccoli is seemingly charging headlong into the breach and appears to be using the Bond franchise to achieve her goal. That goal of producing a movie with a female agent as its lead character. However, there is a proverbial 800-pound gorilla in the room she would have to grapple with, and that would be the enormity of the Bond franchise and its fandom itself. Although James Bond is not a fully realized and fleshed out universe like the MCU, there have been references to other agents. And we have also seen other agents on camera, whether in fully supported roles or briefly, such as Alec Trevelyan in GoldenEye, 009 in Octopussy, 006 in Thunderball, and passing references to agents such as Bill Fairbanks, 002 in The Man with the Golden Gun, and 008 in Goldfinger. However, none of the characters in the quote-unquote Bond universe are developed, and over the last 50+ years there's been no need to develop them. The franchise is named after its star, James Bond, and everyone in it is there to support him. Which is not to say that a Bond spin-off film could not be good on its own merits. The real problem, however, is that if you make James Bond a co-star in his own movie or remove him completely, it begs the question, will fans still turn out to see a Bond movie without Bond, whether they're played by a man or a woman? With the recent developments surrounding the rumored proposal of the sale of No Time to Die to Apple and Netflix, and with much of the world re-entering lockdown, time may be running out on Britain's greatest secret agent in more ways than one. What do you think? And let us know if you're still excited to see No Time to Die in the comments.